We're back on Smells Like 90's Rock.
Here.
We have returned, and it is now story time. For those of you who were curious, by the way, did you see your picture on Facebook? I think it's time that we officially keep up with your thesis progress. so for those of you who, I mean, obviously you can't see this on the radio, but go to the Smells Like 90's Rock Facebook page, and you will see Sheila's thesis progress. It is currently at 3.5%. We will keep you updated on this as the weeks go by, as to how she's doing on her thesis progress. We are proud that you have gotten thus far to 3.5%. That's making progress, people.
Yes, that's progress.
That's doing it and doing it well. So
I'm hoping Jessup is gonna
we
help
hope.
me out this week.
Come on, give it some, right?
I've made the goal of 15% by next Friday.
There you go. All right, it is time to sit down, and it's time for story time. You kept everything. We kept mentioning stuff that related to the story. You were mentioning that I had good cell service here. The truth is, I have good text messaging service, but my sending calls in and out don't really work very well. And then you mentioned how Dr. John Zazu was doing, and well, he relates to this story as well. Let's rewind it. That is back to Monday. So for you might find this interesting because I think the last time this happened, you were still here. The doorknob to the production room door, fell off again. You remember when that happened?
Yes.
Okay, so does it fall off on the outside? Nay. Falls off on the inside. And the only way you can get in to the production room, our production room here at the station, is with a key. So, I mean, it's like a death trap, to be honest with you. It's a very scary room to go into. I'm not going to lie to you. And anyway, so over the last couple of weeks, our doorknob fell off on the inside in the production room. Well, it was okay because even though it fell off, if you still put it into place and twist it, it would open the door. You just have to put your hand in and pull it out. That's what she said. But anyway, what happened was this Monday, it was still working, and then all of a sudden, it wasn't. I was in the production room, the door was closed, I needed to go out, and I pulled the door handle, and of course it came off, which was normal. But I put it back into place and turned it.
Wait, so how long has the door handle been coming off?
In my knowledge, it's been like a couple of weeks. But
so why didn't anybody call and have that repaired?
Well, we did, and they'll get around to it essentially. Because at the time it wasn't a huge deal because it was still opening the door.
Are you sure somebody called?
Well, we're pretty sure that somebody called. They said they did, but anyway, it was still opening the door was the thing. So
lies.
It wasn't.
What happened the first time? I got fixed that day.
It wasn't a huge priority at the time because it was still opening the door, but it didn't open the door as of Monday. So I want to set the scene for you. Now we understand about our production room. It's 3 walls. It's one little space, and if there's no windows, it's soundproof. And it's Martin Luther King Day when I get stuck inside, so there's nobody here in the station except our promotions director who's next door, and one DJ who was in here with the music and couldn't hear me pounding on the door. I have my phone, but I can't call out to the station because I don't have service. So this whole thing really just lasted for about 2 minutes. It wasn't that big a deal. But for those 2 minutes, I was freaking the F out. It was horrible because I didn't know what to do. I just kept banging on the door, hoping somebody would Finally, the DJ that was in here at the time became curious to the banging sounds that he was hearing behind him and came and investigated, and I was able to, I said, don't worry about trying to find that key. I have a key on my key ring. Probably shouldn't have told everybody that, but I slipped it under the door, and he was able to get me out. So you're probably wondering, how does my finger play in all this? Because I mentioned my finger plays a part in this. 30 minutes later, I went to go to the bathroom, and I came back, and it's just kind of just, like natural for me to close the door behind me. And I remembered in mid-swing, don't close that door. So I ran over and got it, and I got it just as it was closing and peeled off what I believe was about 3 layers of skin off of my finger. So,
yummy.
Yeah, so it hurt like a mother. And my finger's still sore. But so that was my experience with almost.
How does Zazu play into that?
Zazu, it happened same thing happened to him 2 days later. Yes. And that was Wednesday, so there was people here. So we actually posted. We have a production room Facebook page here in the station, and he actually, because he was freaking out. Oh no, it wasn't that. It was the music department's Facebook page. He actually posted in here, if I can find it again, it'll take me a few minutes, or a few seconds, but it was kind of hilarious because there was people here, so he knew he could grab somebody's attention by doing this. I couldn't do that Monday. He says, "Help, I'm trapped in the production room because the door handle fell off." And look at this. He's got about like 7 or 8 likes on this, and people were making fun of him on the page.
Aw.
But no, it was hilarious that happened, and it happened to both of us, so... But yeah, that's my little story. So I now have a phobia of closing that door. I no longer want to close the production room door because that freaked me out to no avail.
Understandably.
That freaked me out completely that happened.